Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up the month of April in our planners. And I've got this washi tape here ready to go, as well as these brush pens and water brush pen that I may use, and these sticker books which I'll pull from. Okay, let's go ahead and lay down some wax paper. I have a pretty good idea about what I want to do here, but I'm just not sure about some of these mixed media ideas I have. So we'll start by laying down the stickers and go from there, and if I feel the need to do more, we will. So I've got my teacher's floral sticker book all ready to go, and I'm going to be pulling out just the purple watercolor florals out of this book. I really love the aesthetic of the florals in this book. I'm so glad I picked it up. I had actually gotten 2 books back in the day and then returned one because I was like, I don't need a second book, but now I'm kind of regretting that I returned it because I really love these florals and I'm already kind of running low. So like I said, I'm going to only be pulling out the purple florals in here, so I'm just going to quickly scan and see what all is available to me. I see I have a few paper stickers as well, so that's good to know. And I'm going to go ahead and start setting up my sidebar. I thought this might be a good box set to use here. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that down, but I'm starting already to think, maybe there's too much color there. I really want to limit the color palette, as you'll see, so we might be changing those out if I can find a better alternative. And yeah, I think just the simpler purple box will do nicely. Like I said, limiting the color palette a little bit will be nice. I'm going to go ahead and add one of these paper stickers here as well, just to kind of reiterate more of that purple. And I'm going to cut up one of the just kind of plain leaves ones so I can butt them up next to each other and make it look like one full sticker versus 2 paper-backed stickers next to each other or layered over each other. And I like that. Let's go ahead and find another alternative for the top there. And maybe find another purple box, or I don't know, maybe we'll just do like a header or something. We'll see. So I went back to the florals and just wanted to see how they're going to lay out so I can plan accordingly in that sidebar. I've been tracking in my sidebar the books that I read each month now, and also any important dates or events that I need to remember for the month. That's pretty much it for the sidebar. I use my monthly to track memories for each day, so kind of like a memory keeping idea. I've really loved having that there so I could just kind of look back at the month, or even through the year and see what was going on in my life during that time. Now I've actually pulled out the pressed floral sticker book, and I pulled it mainly just for this quote that says, "Grow through what you go through." And although the sentiment is kind of related to memory keeping, not really. I really just wanted that purple toned quote solid up there in those empty boxes at the top of the month, because that's really the only place I'll have for decor. And with limited purple flowers to work with, I really wanted something kind of bold to start off the month and just kind of have a focus area for the month itself. So that's all I pulled from there, and now I'm kind of reworking some of the leaves that I cut off of that purple floral and the supplemental leaves that I had as well. Just kind of making a little bit better collage right there of stickers. And now I'm laying in some washi tape, which is from Daiso. I picked up a rainbow pack of brights, and then I also have a rainbow pack of more pastel tones. love this. I love that it's smaller too, really great low profile washi that I can use here on my monthly without taking up a lot of room. And I'm layering that with a Happy Planner washi that I've had in my stash for a while from Homebody Collection, the original. So I've got that, and I just put it around in the spread. I struggle with washi most times, but I've learned that so far, these are the tips that I can give to you. A pattern with a solid works good, especially if you have a certain color scheme. Sometimes 3 works, but it can get a little bit cumbersome if you do long strips. So if you do 3 layered washis, try to keep it short. I've also learned that odd numbers work better. So I mean, I knew this already, but sometimes, you know, you get to where you're trying to balance out the spread and you kind of forget things. So 3 or 5 is usually better than 4 or 2 or 6. So just when you're trying to figure out how best to place it, try to keep it in odd numbers and balancing it out accordingly. So I was trying to work in more of those purple flowers, as you could see, but I'm not 100% sure. It was kind of starting to clutter up things, and I really liked the simple look of how it was turning out with just what I had there on the spread. So we're going to hold on that and then maybe add them in if I feel like I need them or once I get everything laid down. So I'm going to go ahead and start moving things over, and I'm going to start with this washi down here. Having trouble releasing the tension from it though. For some reason it's trying to curl up the paper, and I thought I laid it down without much, you know, like I said, tension, which will kind of help pull the paper up, but I was having trouble letting it fall, like it just wasn't working. So I don't know what's going on in that corner. But I'm going to go ahead and lay down the rest of the stuff. Started with the sidebar, got that laid in. And I'm going to go ahead and lay down this top area, but I'm going to first white out the lines behind the quote and the floral, so it's a little bit cleaner up here. I'm going to go ahead and even white out this line that goes into the sidebar, just so, like I said, you know, there's not a big black line behind the overlap there. And I'm going to do the same thing here on the empty days on this side. Even though I have nothing for that, it's just so that it looks a little bit more uniform, that the empty days aren't connected. And I'm going to go ahead and trim off the excess pieces from this floral at the bottom and maybe reuse those somewhere else. The lines are dry, so I'll go ahead and lay in the quote up here, as well as this little header I pulled that says important. I'm going to go ahead and work now on the washi tape on the other side. Just lay that in. Really love this color combo. I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. For this one on the side, I'm going to do the same thing, whiting out the background, just so again it has a little bit of a cleaner look. Give it a moment to dry, and then I'll go ahead and place down this floral. And you can kind of see the relationship of all the stickers is at a triangular shape, like top, side, bottom, that kind of thing, or, you know, side, side, center. Always working in those triangular patterns for a really nice balanced design. I'm going to try to reuse this cut off piece here. It's a little bit tricky. Again, really worried about cluttering things up, so always being mindful of that. I think I'm going to layer this guy a little bit, but I'm going to cut off the excess that I think will just, you know, make it too much, if you will, over here on the side. And just trying it in different places, but yeah, I think that's going to be the best place for it. So let's go ahead and figure out a spot that this will work. And I was going to go to the top, but again, it would have made like 4 clusters instead of 3. And I knew that that just wasn't going to be as pleasing to the eye. So went back to my original spot here on the side, and I'll try to add in a little bit more of those trimmings here as well. And I went ahead and whited out the line behind it. And now I'll go ahead and trim off the excess. I'm liking that. I think this looks really good. Thought about adding in, like I said, I pulled those brushes and thought about adding in more texture or something else with the colors I pulled, but I think we're just going to stick with it as is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye!